Hey everyone, how you all doing? Welcome to another Dirty Episode, 34 Podcast. I'm Claudio Capri. We got Joy Laflamme, and today's guest we got Gianni from Snob Media.
Yes, sir.
How's everyone doing? Even in the chat, how you all doing? Hello, Emily. Hello, Jess Sorrell, all the way from Australia.
That's wild.
And people watching on Facebook, also don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
And
All
Jess, don't forget to tell us what is the time in Australia, what is the weather, and by which side it is flushing down. All right. There you go.
Wait, you mean what? Okay, no, I got that now.
That took you long, though. There you go.
No, because there's a slight delay. I'm like, okay, all right. So
Jesus Christ, look at that. You have a stalker. That's official.
Huh?
Look at that.
Oh shit, you're handsome, Claudio.
Fuck, you know what?
And she
fuck
put
are we?
new glasses.
The
Actually-
fuck are we?
You know what, Jess? Today, Gianni's handsome, all right?
Thank you so much. I'll take all the ego that I can get.
There you go. Gianni's handsome, and he's great, and that's as far as I'm going to go.
Thank you.
Jesus Christ, get a room, guys.
Well, you know, we're both in East End. So, Gianni, all right. So for people who don't know who you are, why don't you tell everyone a little bit about yourself in exactly 3 hours? No, I'm kidding. Just tell us like a little bit about yourself, man.
I don't know who I am.
Oh,
So
cool.
I don't know. I'm Gianni. I founder of Snob Media and CLDV Comedy Lounge and Stand Up STL. There's some shows, comedy shows here in the East End. And huge lover of movies, music, and stand-up comedy. You know,
Nice.
who are you guys? I don't even know why I'm here.
Oh, okay. Joy, you want to start? You know who you are?
No, that's most of us. None of us know who we are.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the main thing. If I knew where I was, who I was, I wouldn't be making all these fucking mistakes, right?
True.
You know what?
True.
You know what? Very well said. All right, so Gianni, let's get into this a little bit. So, how was a Snob Media created? Like, what
Yeah. First of all, cheers. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, no problem.
Facebook user, I'll start by saying, Lo siento, no hablo español,
Mhm.
but fuck off. There you go.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Great followers here on the 34 podcast.
Yeah, no,
Most of them are dirty.
Yeah, there you go. Querido.
Yeah.
Snob Media. Yeah, I don't know. I studied film in at Dawson. I graduated in film and script writing specifically. And but I've always script writing and film criticism. I don't know. I've just always been told that I have a bit of a higher taste for film and stuff by a lot of people. Someone once called me a snob, and it stuck. So I mean, before it was Snob Media, it was a few other things, and yeah.
Sorry. No, I'm reading Emily comments.
So yeah.
There you go. There you go. Oh, Gay's there. This is fucking awesome.
Sexy George.
Yeah.
Oh, Claudio's
Claudio's
gone.
gone. What the
Great.
fuck happened with him?
Amazing. I love talking.
Yeah, there you go. So you were saying that you're kind of a snob, kind of a snobbish guy. So why is that? Is it you're the kind of guy who inviting to a movie and then you shit on everybody's movie, or what's happening?
I'm the guy that I don't know. I just have I'm not shy to say what I think, and and most of the movies that people enjoy, I don't enjoy, and
Well, there's a reason why we say the lowest common denominator, right?
exactly, and I guess I'm that person. But no, I try not to be an asshole all the time. I mean, I am an asshole most of the time, but
No, you're not. No,
but
you're
no,
not.
I'm not. But I like just depends the day. Depends
Yeah.
the day. If you ask my friends, I'm definitely an asshole.
It's like, hey, Jenny, where fuck you guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, just but
Oh,
yeah.
man.
So that's it was just created. It was really heavily like reviewing films and stuff, and I kind of backed away from that for a while
Mhm.
earlier this year, and just been enjoying showing people what I'm interested in and
Okay.
like the films I like and comedy and all that stuff.
Okay.
So that's Snob Media, and now I produce shows and comedy shows and probably other shows in the near future,
Nice.
like other ventures and stuff. But yeah, that's the T on Snob Media.
Nice. So,
Yeah.
so you mentioned, so you like, produce comedy shows and also do stand up. Like, what do you like to do more?
That's a good question. I like producing. It's the first time I got on stage. It's that thing where you get the laugh, and it's like immediately Claudio's gone. Is he there?
No, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
It's the St.Leonard Wi-Fi. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, so that first time you get on stage, you get those laughs, and it's just like electricity that runs through your body. So that's exactly what happened
Yeah.
with me. I just wrote a bunch of stuff, and it was funny, and just kept writing here and there, and I'll just have ideas every once in a while. I write them down. Like we said backstage, I don't really do the circuit a lot, the comedy circuit. I like staying in my area, not for any particular reason. I just I need to kick myself in the ass and maybe do it more. But I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm like well known in my area, and people. It's 3 years that we're putting these shows on now, so like it's just
Yeah.
I love producing because I love getting people that are out of the ordinary to come to the shows. Like I love booking comics that are not your essential Italian comics or whatever that come play in the East End. You know what I mean? A lot of people like to stick with the Italian-based comics or the Greek comics, things like that. I like to bring multi-ethnic comics and just and have fun. That's where I get most of my compliments from. Is oh, we love the lineup. We love the lineup.
That's true.
Yeah. So I like to
no,
do
that's
that.
true. No, because that's
No, go
well,
ahead.
it's because the first time sorry.
More confidence. What you are about to say, dude?
No, because my wife. I don't know. Like I have my USB port inside, and
Your wife?
Wi-Fi is garbage.
I heard
Anyway,
my
sorry
wife
about that.
But
So,
that's the first mistake. Like you don't do a podcast on Wi-Fi. You hardwired your computer to a fucking router. Like that, you don't have any issues.
Yeah, no, that's what I meant. Like even if I have my router plugged in, I'm still getting whatever. Stupid Tron. Sorry. Yeah, no. So Johnny. So the first thing I noticed, so when I came and see a few of your shows in St.Leonard, I'm like, no, this is actually really good because St.Leonard, you actually need a comedy show. I've been saying this for a while, and then you popped up. I'm like, this is. I great.
Popped out literally out of nowhere. It was like, hey, why don't we do this? And I was like, all right, let's do it. So essentially, the CLDV approached me, and they wanted to do open mics. I said I wouldn't do an open mic.
Yeah.
And then I was like, why don't we put on galas, kind of like Just for Laughs galas, which is my main inspiration. And that's what we ended up doing. It was a small venue, in the lounge. So that was 150 people. And now we kind of, since COVID and all that shit, we were able to do a show in the summer in July in the big theater.
Yeah.
We sold out 250 seats.
Yeah.
And which it's just it holds 540, but because of the restrictions at the time, we were only able to sell 250.
Okay.
Now what happened? We did one in October a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
With Pantelis that headlined, and that we sold like 275 or something like that.
Okay.
Nice.
Like it was just like in the big room. What happened is that you get that energy from the crowd, and you're like, shit, I'm not going back. How can I go back? And you have you have the backstage, and you have all these things, and you're like, this is it, man.
But
So
now that bar, restaurants, and even and theater are getting full capacity now, you shouldn't have any issues to fill that up like the regular number now.
Yeah, no, now it shouldn't be an issue. Now, what I decided to do is we were doing monthly in the small room, but now we decided to use the bigger room and do it, more. Peter Bowen,
Let's go.
My man.
Down, boss.
Yes, we decided to do the bigger show only a few times a year, and I'm gonna keep the focus on the stand-up STL show, which is at the at Southside Cafe in St.Leonard.
Okay,
that's gonna be the monthly show.
Cool. No, honestly, no, it's good because I heard it. Because obviously, I heard good things about it, and I'm like, whenever I see, that you're producing and you're putting on, I'm like, that's how a show should be run. But like,
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, no problem, Gianni.
Peter. It always looks like you're being kidnapped.
Because he is being kidnapped.
No, I'm the one kidnapping. You know what I mean? I need that.
Got you. Yeah, look at that fucking lampshade. What the fuck is that, dude?
Yeah, I should have got rid of that years ago. I felt like.
How much dust is on that shit? How much jizz is on that?
Jizz? Oh shit! That was originally black. So.
Jesus
and Joey kind of looks like he's like in his dead aunt's basement.
Yeah, because I am.
Makes sense. Yeah, and I'm in a teenager's studio apartment. So.
Okay.
That's all cool. No, it looks crisp, man. You got like the wall freaking CDs. I'm down with that, man.
Like
Claudio's look like he's in his childhood bedroom to his mom's place because he is.
Yeah,
I have to.
He still has a single bed.
I have to. I know what I have to update my movie poster because I had Dunkirk since the movie came out. I'm like, crap! I need a new Warner Brothers poster.
Shit, like if the girls come over, he's like, listen, we can't sleep in the same twin bed, single bed.
No.
You gotta
take the couch, bitch. Yeah,
you gotta.
My mom won't let another woman in my bed. I have to sleep in my bed alone.
Shit.
Where am I gonna sleep? Either on the floor or on the couch. Whichever.
Or I could use our bed.
Nah.
While she's not here, obviously. Fuck that.
No.
She complains that like
you're ruining the bit. It was a bit. It was a good bit, Joey. And you ruined it.
I didn't
with a good idea.
Good.
I mean, fuck. You cannot use his own fucking bed. Use your mom's bed if she's not around.
She's probably always around. She's Italian.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like honestly, I was waiting for that. I was waiting for one of us to say it, but then you're just now okay. So
Which
I'm like,
why I moved out when I was 23 years old. So that's why I'm here.
Okay.
I'm old.
Oh no, you're not. I'm 30. Joey's 30, 34. Peter's.
Joey's 34.
No.
Yeah, 33. Yeah.
33. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What the fuck, dude? You look like you're 25.
Yeah, I don't care. That's the face I have. What do you want? The fuck you want me to tell you?
That's not.
No, man. Really? What the fuck you want me to tell you? I get that a lot though.
Why?
But I get that a lot though. Like when I was in Cégep, I was older than everybody else, and I kind of went undercover. Everybody thought I was just 17, while I was actually 25.
Jesus, that's how he sneaks into the high schools. He sneaks into high schools way.
Exactly. That's how I do it.
Fuck.
Oh man, no man.
No, I remember, I like doing your show at Southside. I was actually a fun crowd, man.
Minus the mic. Yeah, everything was good.
Yeah, minus that. But they played with it, so I was playing with them, and it was like, it was good. Yeah, like I had no problem with that.
First show we had a fucking mic technical issue, like fucking bullshit. Peter, I'm like, why can I not hear Peter? Why am I like, why is he whispering? And it's like
maybe
the fucking mic is dead.
Maybe the mic was racist. It was, oh shit, black guys going on stage.
Shit.
Fuck, okay, I gotta turn this off now.
He was actually there was two black guys, so he got fucked, Peter.
I got fucked, man.
Yeah.
Okay, one of the two. You're the token black guy. You get the fuck out. No, what do we call it? No, it was a good show. My only regret actually is because like I had work the next day, but I was like, shit, I should have just drank with you guys. That was my only regret.
That was a big issue for me. I mean, I just didn't stop drinking. Yeah.
I was like, shit. Everybody had a nice vibe after the show. Actually, you're the first show where I was like, oh shit, like you did like a intermission and like people stayed, and I was like, oh shit, like most people like intermission is like, oh shit, like they're gonna bounce, you know what I mean? But it's like you and Big Will, it was like another show I did. you guys do it, and it's just still a party. But I'm like, oh shit, that's fucking.
Also, because I know that St.Leonard people just want to smoke weed and smoke a cigarette, so they're gonna go out to smoke, and they're gonna come back in, and they'll be like, yeah, well, I'm really high for this second half. So I'm like, all right.
Yeah, that's true. That you know what, that's true. But when we went to see Vic Vitero, by the way, that was the one of the best shows I've been to. So I mean, big professional shows. Shout out to Ralph Fortuna for that. Vic Vitero, but it was a long show. And then I'm like, but
I was there. I was backstage, and
Nice. No, I was with Ange from Ange Collects, and I'm like, man, the show's long, but it was great though. It was really, really great. And I'm like, I thought because I've been to the host's usual other shows, and usually there's an intermission, and I'm like, all right.
I was surprised there was no intermission. Also, there was no intermission because at the time the restaurant at the CLDV was not open yet.
Yeah, I know.
If it was open, they would have done an intermission.
Yeah. But no, but
like how long would they do it for? Like
intermission,
10 minutes?
No, like 20.
20 minutes.
When there's like that many people, you can't do 10 minutes. If there's like 400 people there, you gotta.
Plus, everyone's slow getting out of there. You know,
like, oh, what time is it? They don't know what time it is.
Yeah.
The lights are flashing and shit. Like, go inside. You know,
like no. What's where? Because I've been to one of the shows, the big shows in LDV, and the lights were flashing, and the one's like, oh, but what fucking time is it? Me, the show's too early, and I'm like, technically speaking, it's like we're like 5 minutes late, and everyone's just looking, just standing there.
Yeah,
and the door's open, no one goes in. I'm like, I was gonna go in. The security guard's like, hey, wait in line, but I'm like one of the first guys. I'm like someone who acknowledges that we have to go in, and then had to. They sent me back to the line.
I'm not for intermissions mostly. I like doing it at the Southside show because it's a small venue and you can crowd control. I feel like if I did it for the CLDV, which is the bigger show that I do, I would lose the audience. That's why I strategically place and plan my acts, because I know who should go first, who should go middle, and who should go right before the headline, and you know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's why I don't. They asked me to do an intermission at the last show in October, and I told them no because it was gonna break the momentum. Like, the show was too strong, and I was just like, I'm not gonna do that, you know?
Yeah.
That's something I would observe sometimes. Like, you see show with intermissions, they don't book in consequences, but like the thing is, like you need like 2 opener now and 2 closer. Basically,
something like that.
Yeah. No, that's why, because Joy and I were talking yesterday. That's why, an hour and a half, not longer than shows that are an hour and a half are good, right? Like Sid does it as well. Plans an hour and a half, but if you have a show that's like over an hour and a half, it's gonna be too like our last 34. We had
2 hours.
That's crazy.
2
hours. That's
crazy.
I've never hit the 2 hour. I've never hit the 2 hour mark. I do over an hour and a half because just because if I look at the pacing and I structure everyone, the show itself is like 85 minutes. But then you have me as a host, and I like to schmooze everyone and give away free shit. So that's what gets longer. And I like to screw with the audience. I like to have fun with the audience. Yeah. So it'll go to like an hour 40, an hour 45. But it's always high energy. It's never like I have I have my guy that's a DJ, and he comes and he'll play music before the show while people are walking in. So, and I tell the sound guys, like, as the room gets fuller, you got to put the music louder so that people are starting to really get in the mood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all part of small little details that I'm very OCD about that need to go on.
Well, I mean, just the second offbeat show that I did with Kyle when we first did a Lord William pub, man, it was 2.5 hours and people had a lot of fun, but we booked like 13, 14 comics. And I'm like,
that's crazy.
Fuck. Yeah, I know, but people still had a good time. Like we all had a good time. It was just my friend who came, David. He was looking at his watch. He's like. I'm like, well, what can I fucking do? And everyone had like 10 minutes each, right? But people were still into it, and then I go on. I'm like, you know what? I was on before the headliner. I'm like, I'm just gonna do 6 minutes, and then the headliner did like 20, 30 minutes. I'm like, fuck, so much for it being short, you know?
Well, there's that, and then also, but if you do the bigger venues, that the other thing too is you have to respect the curfew.
Yeah.
So I mean, it doesn't really matter when you're doing a bar show, but if you're doing a show like I do at CLDV, which is a 540 seater. Like you have to be out of there by 11. You have to be out of the venue by 11. Not like the show is done. You have to be out of the venue by 11.
Damn.
Oh,
You know what I
wow.
mean?
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
my show that has an 8 p.m. start time on the bill usually does not start. Also, we're an Italian neighborhood. Like, it does not start at 8 o'clock. It'll start at like 8:15. The last show we did was 8:15, I think.
Yeah.
And we were done by 10:45.
Oh, wow.
So
But
and then it's like they're like, okay, get the fuck out, you know. And I'm just trying to have a drink downstairs, you know.
That was, but you know what? That's honestly, that's almost all the comedy shows here in Montreal where we've been to. You know, again, 34. Like these guys see me, guys. It's 8:30, and then Joey's like, "Nah, man. You know how comedy shows are. We start like at 8:45,
Yeah,
and then 8:50 comes around. Even Sid, right? Sid's like, oh man, we're not gonna start on time. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
God
but
damn
like
it.
another comic make me notice though doing that might not be that great because when you do that, you already have like crowd that paid in there waiting the show to start for a crowd that cannot figure out a way to be on time. So like they're waiting like pricks, and now they feel like less valued or something like that, or their time is not valued. So yeah, we should start at 8:30, and if they're angry at missing something, just watch your
it's their
fucking
problem.
time.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
their
they're-
problem.
But that's what. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead, go.
No, I was gonna say that's why I agree. That's why I agree with. That's why I agree with you actually, is because when you put the music or you have someone talking while people are there just to entertain.
Yeah.
Like if you're just leaving them there in a room, that's what I told the guy.
Yeah,
You're
that's
leaving them in a
shit.
room.
It's like silence, you know, like
That's-
glasses clanking, just you know, like it's just fucking like bullshit. And then you know what I'll do too is like the show here. I say here because I live across the street, but at the CLDV there's a huge screen that comes down before the show starts, and the DJ is behind the screen. So you don't see the DJ, but you're like, oh, there's music playing because on the screen there's like the sponsors and all that shit that's going on. But then, you know, when the screen is still down, I'm able to like grab a mic and just like shoot the shit with the audience and be like, oh, like you with the blue pants, I see you. You know what I mean? Like just like, you know, fuck around with them and be like, the show starts in a few minutes. The main thing the last time we started late was because the passports, right? The vaccine passports. So that people understood, you know, and we weren't even that late. We were like 15 minutes late. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Like we've done shows where we started at like half an hour later. Like it's just, you know.
Like that's what I suggested. That's why I suggested like, oh, I have the host do the thing. But then he's like, the person in question was like, oh, well, what happens if you're better than the host? It's like, well, then like,
what are you gonna do?
He's not the host next time. Like, what else do you want me to do?
I'll figure out a way to be better. Like if you're afraid that some no names in the crowd be better than you have supposedly or allegedly or like a professional comedian, you have a serious problem there.
Yeah, exactly.
Or just book them next time. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
exactly. It's like Ovechkin like being afraid that some no names skate faster than he does. Yeah. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. No,
is that Steph from Vegas?
Yeah. It's Steph from
We're
Vegas.
international now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We have one from Australia and one from Vegas. You know?
Exactly. That's why we're taking care only of these two, so we can still say we're international. That's the only reason.
Exactly.
And Ange, we got Ange.
Where's from?
Ange,
not Claudio.
Get the fuck out, Claudio.
All right, bye. No, but that's why like Amaro is like Sid. Like I did a show at Gino Durante like a few years ago.
Oh, what a fucking guy! What a guy!
Yeah, no,
he's a oh man.
He's Gino. Oh man, like Gino was telling me his writing process, and just by I'm like, because he told me he was like he was used to the stage since when he was very young, and to see him now, I'm like, man. But then Gino goes, oh yeah, no, I'm nervous. Gino, you know, you're gonna kill it. He comes off stage, goes, oh man, I think I did bad, but no, you didn't.
Fucking Gino, like he's one of the comics that's done my show the most. And whenever I see him, he's literally it's the same thing all the time. It's just like, okay, I don't know if I'm gonna do well. I'll be like, Gino, shut up. Just go on stage. Like, you know what I mean?
What I like what do you like?
Super humble guy.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. But what I like about him is I saw him at Sid's show, right? And he would come to me, and then I see I was talking to him, but before I spoke to him, I saw Gino just looking around, like, Gino, like, what the fuck you look at? He goes, no, I'm just observing. But it didn't click to me that he was reading the crowd. And I'm like, I'm
Yeah,
like,
of course.
okay. I'm like, okay, there's a stage and there's people. Like, what else do you have to observe, right? And
Yeah.
then
He's feeding
Oh,
off
wait.
the energy. He's feeding off the
yeah,
energy.
he's feeding, and then he goes, but then he kept saying again. I was like, this was when I was before I was really into comedy. He goes, no, I'm feeding off the energy from the crowd, and he was seeing the crowd, and then I'm like, and then Gino's like, oh no, c'est bon, and I'm like, all right. Then I see Gino going on stage, and he starts off low because it was a low crowd, and then when he was getting the laughters, then he was picking up, doing his. I'm like, that is incredible.
Yeah, that's the talent. Like you figure out the crowd, and you it's like dancing with the crowd. When a set goes really well, it feels like you're kind of like dancing with the crowd, or like just like you have the back and forth. Like even when you do good, sometimes it kind of feel like a shitty set because you don't have that connection, but they laugh anyway. But when you do a really good set and you feel the energy of the crowd and you're feeding them and then feeding you back, it's even better.
Yeah,
I never got that with Gino. I remember I did like Peroni's twice with him, and then I remember like those times we were just like we're talking about like Dave Chappelle skits like all the time. We're like, yo, what's your favorite? It's like, yo, the Prince. And I'm like, yo, Black Bush is my shit. He's like, oh, word. He's like, oil. What the fuck is that? What the fuck's she talking about? And I was like, yo, I love that. No, he's funny. He's funny. I like it.
Same thing with Franco Tadeo. I just love the way he observes the room too. He's just standing there and like
Franco's good. Franco's good for that.
Franco,
also humble and just he's a good friend of mine now. We've gotten to know each other pretty well.
Yeah,
and, he's such a super guy.
Yeah, like when he headlined the last 2 years ago. Before the shitty pandemic, like he headlined December Offbeat, and I'm like,
oh really? Cool.
Yeah, I'm like, let me just try to ask. I'm like, for sure, Franco's not gonna
say no. Yeah.
But then he goes, yeah, no, I'll be glad to do it. I'm like, bro, are you joking? But then no, he did it, and then he was telling me like the little tricks, and then I'm like, oh, all right, cool. And
but how do you like I know you did the big room, the big theater, and I remember when I did like kind of like a similar room. Like, how did you handle like the acoustics like from like because like you go for a small room, it's like, oh, you get the laughs like quick, but then you go in that big room and you get like a delayed laughter and everything. Like, how did you find getting used to that?
Honestly, I felt that was a question that also some of the comics had that came on because there were some of them. I have two regulars that constantly do the big show, which is Emile Corey and Reginald Saint-Éloi. Reg is great. Emile is too big for life now. He's opening for Mike Ward and Rashid.
Big shot.
But no, super like one of my best friends. So yeah, they were like, well, how's it gonna work? But then Reginald got on stage and he did a set and he's like, holy shit! Because the laughs were just like almost like a lightning bolt. Just like I don't know. I also thought it was fine. The last show that we did a few weeks ago in October, the crowd was off, but they wanted to interact more. So I did a lot of crowd work, and then when it came time to do the stand-up part of the show, it was quieter, but everyone did well because you can hear the laughs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just really depends the crowd, I think. But for the acoustic setting, there wasn't much we could have done. It was just like, this is it. I'm a huge lover of a wired mic, so I always have wired mics at my shows. I never have wireless. Hence why that time you were at the show, Peter, we had a wireless mic and it was a fucking shit show.
It was still fun.
But I love wired mics. So for me, it's just it's a clutch. Just like I have to have my gin tonic on stage with me, my red cup or whatever. That's just my thing. But yeah, for laughter, I don't think it's an issue. It wasn't an issue there because it's pretty intimate. It's like Claudio can tell you, it's a pretty awesome room.
Yeah,
and Claudio's gone, of course.
Because like I remember doing like the Palais, like I remember doing the Palais Congrès for like a convention, and then and I just remember like I would think like, oh shit, they're not really laughing that loud, and then my boy's in the crowd, and he's like, dude, if 200 people are laughing, you're not gonna hear that shit. So if it's like 1,000. So when I got them all at the same time, it was like a weird wave, like it just built up, and I was like, oh shit, like this is completely. Like I need more rooms like that where I could just fuck it because it's way different.
You see here. So when I did that,
having an issue with the Wi-Fi, or is it Claudio?
No, it's sort of me. God damn it! My Wi-Fi was no. We see.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Yeah, we see you. Yeah, we see you.
Yeah, we see.
Okay.
Yeah, but no. Here's the thing. So
It's like, what's going on?
I know. So when I did Badfellas, it was one of the big shows I did at the Rialto. I did with Pino Perillo, Guido, and Massimo. Man, it was my first big show that I've done, and yeah, no, I didn't get laughters all at the same time. Yeah,
yeah, still on. Still on. Like we see you. I know the feeling because it's like something weird with StreamYard. Sometimes it looks like.
No, I know. Yeah, I don't miss using StreamYard at all.
Yeah.
God
damn it. Goddamn StreamYard.
But we see you clearly, but it's like maybe not.
But yeah, no, that was the thing with when I did Badfellas. It's like I was only getting laughters in waves, and I'm like, God damn it. That was still fun though.
Yeah, it's blast, man. Yeah, that's why. Anyway, yeah, good old StreamYard. But shout outs to StreamYard.
Exactly.
Shout out to them, you know.
Yeah, for having this.
Shout
No
out
big because at first we were using what was the other program we used before StreamYard? We used
Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh, Jitsi. Yeah, but that's not built for podcasting. That fucking thing was built for meetings, and it's kind of subpar. It's like it's free, but you have to install it on a server yourself, but they have a version on browser. But the problem is during a pandemic, everybody would use it, so like their fucking browser would be overloaded. So like obviously you'd have like it will slow down during that time, so it kind of didn't work out. So StreamYard just worked during the pandemic, but maybe we need a fucking studio by at this point.
Yeah.
No, exactly. Oh, definitely got to do studio, get everybody else back on.
Yeah, exactly, because the StreamYard from our own homes. I mean, it's fun. It's fun, but I'm like,
it was a good idea during the pandemic, but you know.
Shit.
Yeah.
So we call it. So Johnny, you're the Snob Media guys. You're the movie dudes. Like what movies are you like? What's coming up? Like what's coming up that you guys are like into right now?
What's coming out? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Oh shit! There's someone else. We're Dirty Five.
Dirty Five. Victoria Blair.
Hello.
It's me.
All right. Nice
good
for you, Victoria. Johnny. So what were you saying? You were saying
rude.
Whatever.
Jesus.
We're talking about movies. Look, we have the movie trivia quiz, guys, and we got Snob Media leader right here talking movies. That's all we're doing out here.
So Peter, Jenny, what were you saying?
I don't even know what the hell. I don't know. You know what's fun is that I stopped reviewing movies for a while now, and I don't know what the fuck is coming out anymore. I have an idea of like what's out there. Like the biggest thing that I've seen recently, I saw Dune, and
Oh, I was doing on your
end.
It was great. It was fantastic.
I
saw fucking No Time to Die, but yeah, I mean, there's some. I want to see like the French Dispatch, the new Wes Anderson movie, and
was it good?
I haven't seen it. I'm gonna. Check
Oh,
it
you
out
didn't?
probably
Okay.
No.
Actually, for Dune, for me, what I liked about it, and Victoria brought this up too, is like it was a chant every time you said.
I hated that.
Yeah.
I didn't
Hans
like
Zimmer.
that at all.
Yeah, that was Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer is a fucking
Hans Zimmer is fan.
genius.
He's genius at it, and especially the one thing I also loved about it was you have Batista there as a bad guy. He was great.
Wait a minute, I thought you said he did.
Are you you're a big movie guy, right, Claudio?
Yeah.
Did you notice the subtleties of like Stellan Skarsgård's character?
Yeah.
And like Apocalypse Now.
Yeah.
Like Marlon Brando in Apocalypse Now.
You know what? You know what? So it's actually it's a good thing that you brought that up because I went to go see with a friend, and my friend doesn't really understand movies. So when the moment where you see Stellan, slowly coming out of the healing tub, I'm like, Apocalypse Now. My friend's like, bro, what are you talking about? What are you retarded? He said, I'm like, you didn't watch Apocalypse Now? He goes, yeah.
Marlon Brando, bro. He's literally Marlon Brando.
Yeah.
Like, there's that scene, but there's the whole movie. He's literally just a fat fucking guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's Marlon Brando.
Yeah. But obviously he was Marlon Brando, but with a cooler voice. And then
that's fair. That's
fair.
Yeah. I'll give you that.
I really need to see that movie now.
Yeah, no, you have to. And then what I also love.
Like it.
Yeah, what I also loved about this movie, and I spoke to Victoria about this the whole time, is that when the gods had that chant, all you see is for like a minute.
Mongol chant, yeah, okay.
Oh shit, you can do like Gregorian chants. Good for you, man.
Yeah, I know. But in the theater, because I saw it on IMAX, and then like the surround sound of it, I'm like, that is beautiful. Like I could just imagine what the actors were looking at when they saw that Gregorian chant going on.
Imagine that on acid. You're like, just
Jesus Christ!
Oh my God!
And then the one thing that I also enjoyed was because and almost every Denis Villeneuve film you have is you always have like a bird's eye view of a location, inside a helicopter. But this was like in a hovering ship. But you hear Hans Zimmer's music with those drums when they're flying over the city. You heard that, the drum sound, right? That I'm like, what the? Like, the fuck is that? Was beautiful, and then the IMAX screen took up the whole screen, because when you're watching a regular widescreen, it's like the aspect ratio of a widescreen, but then IMAX takes up the whole entire screen, and that was beautiful. And also again going back to Batista, every scene he was in, he was always yelling. So I expect
the 2 scenes he was in, guys.
3. It was 3 scenes.
Oh shit! He calmed down. Okay.
The first scene is when he yells. The second scene is when he does the ISIS-ish killing. And then you have another.
Did he yell while killing?
Can you say that on this?
Right. Yeah.
What? You can say anything on this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as long as they don't come after you.
That's okay.
It's the dirty. All I'd say is, like, Gianni, thank you for bringing this out of Claudio, because I wondered about Claudio. He's always like, it's like, I like movies. It's like, what movies? It's like, I like Michael Bay movies.
Michael Bay. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, Michael Bay's coming out with a new movie.
Ambulance.
Yeah, called Ambulance.
Yeah,
Wait, you're a big
Ambulance.
Michael Bay
It's
fan?
so
I don't know
lame.
I don't know what to think anymore. Well, you know what? It has Jake Gyllenhaal in it. So.
Hey, listen to me.
Hey, I'm down.
Saying you're a big movie buff and saying that some of your favorite movies are Michael Bay movies is like saying you're a big foodie but going only to McDonald's and Harvey's.
Exactly.
Hey,
Right?
listen.
It depends. If you go to McDonald's like around the world, like there's a lot of shit, man. There's a lot of different shit.
Or pizza.
No.
Shit.
Yeah, man.
Let's get some fucking spaghetti carbonara at the Italian McDonald's.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
Hey, listen to me, guys. Okay, Michael Bay is a pretty fun guy. All right, I can name you 5 top films that he's done, and I walked out of a Michael Bay film, and I'm like, man, those explosions were really good.
You watch it for the fucking explosions.
No.
Yeah, he didn't make the explosions like one of his employees, like the guy doing the explosions there.
Listen, I don't care what anyone says. 6 Underground is a
horrible
movie. I know it was horribly fun. No, listen. It was horribly fun. It was horribly fun because I'm like, this is garbage, and I was enjoying this. I went to my friend's house.
So you like garbage films?
The badger of moviegoers.
Yeah. I went to my friend's house, and he's like, "Oh, what should we watch? 6 Underground." My friend, she looks at me, she goes, "This is garbage." I'm like, "Yes, it is."
Hope you got a hand job after that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, fuck, I didn't get it. I didn't get anything. I'm like, she goes, "This movie is dumb." I'm like,
and she left. She left her own house. She's like, "Fuck you."
She goes to the bedroom. She closes the door, and I'm like, fuck." All right,
you see yourself out. Yeah,
exactly. But Ambulance looks really good because Victoria,
looks like a Michael Bay movie. Yeah,
because
no.
In case you don't know what Ambulance
I saw the
about,
trailer to Ambulance, and right after was the trailer to The Matrix, and The Matrix has way more action than Ambulance. So I'm just gonna say, like, Michael Bay, for someone who prides himself into doing action movies, doesn't actually do that much.
Here's the thing. When you watch the trailer for Ambulance thing, whatever it's called, I was at the movies. Actually, I saw Last Night in Soho, which was really good.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah, fantastic.
It looks bad.
It's really good. It's really good.
Okay.
So I'm watching the trailers, and I'm looking at my friend, and the Ambulance trailer comes on, and when the title comes up on the screen, it's Ambulance, and the LA in Ambulance is highlighted, and then we look at each other, and it's like, is it called Ambulance LA or LA Ambulance? Like, which one is it?
La Ambulance.
And I'm really confused. I get that it's set in LA, but you have to call it LA Ambulance.
Hey,
like, I don't understand.
Listen to me. At the moment there was a flare shot, all right, because obviously I work at a theater and I didn't know that Michael Bay was coming out with this. So the moment you saw a flare shot, I'm like, That's Michael Bay. And then it says from director Michael Bay. Yeah, all right.
But let's be honest. Michael Bay hasn't made he's a whatever director, but he hasn't made a good film in a long time.
Yeah, the last good movie he did was The Island.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Listen, that was 13-year-old me. But no. The really good.
Let me go look up the filmography right now.
Yeah, let's go look at the filmography.
The Rock
was good, but I mean that could have been shit though.
Amazing. It's like 1996 also.
Exactly, Nick Cage, and then that theory of Sean Connery was.
Is that the movie where Stifler has the whip or something?
What?
No, that's
American Pie.
No, that's the movie with The Rock. It's The Rundown.
The Rundown.
That's not Michael Bay.
Peter, do not bring in non-Michael Bay related conversations into an awesome Michael Bay thing. He is an amazing director.
No, he's not.
Is he?
The last good movie he made, I gotta say, is Bad Boys 2. That's the last movie that he made.
Shit.
You know
that's
what?
the only movie I know.
You know what? Bad
That's
Boys 2?
the only good thing from that is when the kid come to his house and they try to scare him off with the girl. Yeah.
Listen,
that's the only good thing. The rest is kind of fucking.
Listen,
How many fucking
he did do
Transformers
Pearl
movies did
Harbor.
He did, but you know what? Pearl Harbor at the time, whatever. It's
He did Pearl Harbor?
Too many.
Yeah. He directed with Ben Affleck and Josh Hartnett. When Josh Hartnett was big. Yeah, because he was in Black Hawk Down and a few other movies, and Ben Affleck, had that moment.
That movie was fucking I watched that movie to this day. Black Hawk Down was that.
Yeah, Ridley Scott.
Yeah, Black Hawk Down is really good, but Pearl Harbor, if you want to watch explosions,
fuck yourself.
I don't remember.
If you want to watch PG-13 explosions, that's the one that you watch.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like if you want to wrap your head around Marines that cannot swim, that's exactly the movie for you.
I know. That's true because I have a friend.
You're the Marines, you fucking asshole. Figure a way, dickhead.
No, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Because a friend of mine, he has a friend who's in the Marines, and then we went up and goes, "Hey, you know Pearl Harbor, yeah? What kind of extras Marines did they hire that they can't fucking swim?" I'm like, that is. I didn't think of that at the time. I'm like, well,
and that's why Michael Bay is a great filmmaker.
He's a great film
because attention to details. That's his main strength, and then he blow it all up.
We have to operate on this man. We have to give him a vasectomy and avoid a mass shooting. Ambulance.
Ambulance, LA.
Listen to me, okay? Listen, okay. Ambulance is gonna be a great action movie.
That's gonna be the shit.
It is.
That's gonna be shit.
Yeah, it is gonna be shit.
I'm just really into I don't know. During the pandemic, I kind of regained my love for classic cinema and film, and so I'm really. I spend a lot of money on Criterion Collection stuff. Claudio knows that. I hope he knows what that is. If not,
I know.
That's pretty cool. So in the classic, pretty sure when you grew up with a movie from your time. But which classic movie got you hooked on classical movies?
I think my favorite movie of all time is Singing in the Rain. For me, that's just the one.
I never watched
it.
Really
my dad loves that movie.
Yeah, I love that movie. It's a movie about movies. I've always loved movies about movies. The other movie that I love is I love Get Shorty, for example. With John Travolta and Gene Hackman and Rene Russo.
James Gandolfini was in that movie.
James Gandolfini's in that movie. But Singing in the Rain was one of those movies that just marked me as a kid, and I don't know how I came about watching it. Probably my dad. I mean, we used to watch a lot of. I grew up divorced parents, and that's just what I did. I watched movies. That was like therapy, So, so that movie is a big one. It's always been a big one. And then I just, from there discovered other things. Like for example, the first stand-up special I ever watched was Delirious by Eddie Murphy. I was 7 years old.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
That's a perfect movie for a 7-year-old.
Perfect. Because the problem was we were at the video rental shop, and I knew who Eddie Murphy was.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell's this? You know what I mean? And my dad's like, well, you can't really watch that. But he watched it, and I was obsessed. I can recite that entire special by heart. I know it's probably the greatest stand-up special ever made, and it's just so good. Till this day, I will watch it at least once a year, and I will piss my pants. And I know what's coming. I'm just, you know what I mean?
I have to rewatch. I have to watch that and Raw. I have to rewatch them.
For me, Delirious was the one. Raw is also great. Raw was more of a film Like it was made for theaters, you know what I mean? And Delirious was an HBO special, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no. For me, actually, no. Since you brought up what you were watching during the pandemic, I got into. I was watching a lot of Alfred Hitchcock classics.
Oh, Hitchcock. There's not I don't think there's one bad Hitchcock movie.
Yeah.
The guy's a fucking genius.
Exactly. No, I watched North by Northwest, Vertigo, the 39 Steps, The Lodger.
For me, Hitchcock is so great at casting women, and he has great roles for women.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love the women in his films are just so powerful and so good. You don't want to fuck with them.
Exactly. Like I was watching the commentaries of like how Hitchcock made the famous shower scene in Psycho. And then you see Hitchcock goes, for the scene, I had to use chocolate sauce. I'm like, God damn!
Like, for the blood. Okay,
man, you know,
it was beautiful. I'm like, oh my God, man, God damn! Like this hearing Hitchcock talk, I'm like, God damn.
I caught Rear Window on TV the other day, and you can't not watch it. Like it's there, and you gotta watch it. It's so good.
Yeah, no, Rear Window is really good, really good. Yeah. And then as I mentioned, North by Northwest, that was really good. The 39 Steps,
that's one of his earlier ones.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was just beautiful. But then not a lot of the historians, like when I look up historians, talking about film history, right? They're talking about Hitchcock. They don't mention all they mention is either Psycho, North by Northwest, or Vertigo.
Because those broke boundaries, right? Like they broke different boundaries. And the thing too, there's a movie that he made called I Confess, which was shot in Quebec City.
Yeah.
And it's literally in Quebec. Like you could see it's Quebec City. Like he's not trying to make it like France. It's like it's in Quebec City. It's about this priest that's it's fucked up.
It was.
What happens to the priest?
It's just the regular stuff.
It's just like who's like part of a murder and like whatever. Like it's just like a whole thing. But it's cool that it's shot in Quebec. And you see like Quebec City in the '60s. Like
like when I took film classes. When I took film classes, like that was one of the Hitchcock films that we saw, and then there was also Orson Welles.
Citizen Kane. I watched watched it for the first time during the pandemic. That was pretty good. But,
honestly,
what's one of those movie like you can see with go to cinema school because he will say without failing that his favorite fucking movie is Citizen Kane, and I'm like, it's a great movie, but it cannot be your favorite movie. That's stupid.
Yeah. Honestly, I found there was another movie that he made with Charlton Heston.
Go on.
Anyways, that movie. I find that movie's better than Citizen Kane.
Okay, wait, hold on. Now I have to look it up because it's gonna drive me crazy. Yeah, tip of my tongue.
So the reason why I love that movie is just the opening. You have like a long take of the, you see a bomb in the back of a trunk of a car, and then the car is just driving to another street, and the car stays there, and then the bomb, the car blows up. Yes. Yeah. So that to me, and then Orson Welles plays like a corrupt bad guy. It was like, so people think I'm crazy when I say that Touch of Evil is better than Citizen Kane, or when I say Casino is better than Goodfellas.
Get the fuck out of here.
I can't.
I can see the argument though.
You just dropping the ball, Claudio. You dropping the ball.
No. You're just trying to fucking piss me off, dude.
I know.
You want to go, Claudio?
We have a comment. Gabe says Will Smith's the Hitchcock of acting.
Get the fuck out of here, Gabe. You and your birds.
But talking about Orson Welles, I remember I seen him in a small role in I think it was in Waterloo. It's a Soviet movie about the Battle of Waterloo, and he just play Louis the 18 when he just take off when Napoleon is coming back.
Was he still a fat ass or like?
Oh, he was pretty fat, yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, he was fat as fuck. He was really well cast for this one. Let me tell you that much.
Good. But Gianni, I want to know like why, how come you're you get upset when I say Casino's better than Goodfellas?
I don't know. Like Casino's not a bad movie at all. It's a great movie, but Goodfellas is just encapsulates so many like themes and things that are just like Casino. I feel was just that mob movie. You know what I mean? Where Goodfellas is a staple of like, it's kind of like if you tell me Godfather is better than Godfather Part 2, which I'll literally fight you. You know what I mean? Like it's not. Godfather Part 2 takes you through the entire journey of the Corleone family, and you're like, that's why it's almost fucking 4 hours. You're like, that's what it is.
I'm willing to start like one of the most East End conversation ever, but which one is your favorite mob movie? Like, is it? Do you think like Godfella is better than Godfather, or the other way around, and why?
No, I can't answer like favorite, but whenever it comes to mind, it's always Godfather Part 2 for me. That's the one that's one of the movies I watched as a younger kid that really marked me. Not just because of the violence or anything, but just like I remember constantly, and I've watched it probably, a bunch of fucking times.
No, fuck that. No, you don't. No, you don't. Fucking remakes, I hate them. I don't want to see any of them anymore.
Yeah.
Like that's ridiculous.
But it'd be in Montreal, so like
it would be in Montreal.
I don't care. I don't care. That could be my fucking backyard. I wouldn't want to see it.
Essentially,
the Italians from Montreal,
Yeah, it would be like Omerta, essentially.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Omerta. I watched
Do you guys like Omerta?
I liked Omerta. The movie or TV show?
Well, both are quite good.
Yeah, they were good. They were good. I remember Guido Grasso say, "Hey, bro, was an extra in this movie," and I'm like, all right, dude, there's a guy making pizza, Guido. I'm like, all right.
Oh, you're jealous.
So in answer to your question,
Jesus Christ, Claudio.
Jealous.
Be more petty, please.
Yeah. No, Gianni, what were you saying?
No, in answer to Joey's question, I'm gonna stick with Godfather Part 2 as probably the greatest movie that's ever been made. Just because I like to stir shit up, and I'm a snob. So
you see, for me,
go on, Claudio.
No, go ahead, Joy. Finish your thing. I'm gonna
because the thing is, I'm kind of torn apart between the two of them, because I kind of like the more accurate depiction of the mafia and the style of Scorsese, for example, like the use of longer scene and then the fact that he's using a lot of neorealist type of scenery that I like. But I cannot like look over also the Godfather, like the Baroque type of like operatic almost type of thing. But as far as mob is concerned, it kind of feel like Dungeons and Dragons or Lord of the Ring to me. Like it's pretty much fantasy when you talk about the mob, because it's like it's a view of the mob is kind of like they're a duty bound and that kind of stuff, which they're not. They're criminals, and Goodfellas really capture that better. And I like the style of Goodfellas, but I really like also the operatic type of thing from Godfather. So I'm kind of torn on this one.
You see, for me, what I like about it is we
didn't ask you, but okay.
Okay, you know what?
I said East End, so I mean, indirectly, I asked both of you.
Please tell us, Michael Bay lover.
All right. Don't bring me like that on stage on Thursday.
I'm presenting you like that when I.
All right, go ahead.
The lover of all Michael Bay films.
And then everyone just looks at me, gives you the malok. No, but here's the thing. See, so let's talk about Scorsese mob movies, right? Because I think I found a way to break down a mob movie, right? So let's say top 3 Scorsese mob movies that he's done, right? Like, and they're all 3 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours. What I love about Scorsese is the first half. Like, I'd see an hour and a half to, I counted like how, from different acts. You have an hour and a half to like close to 2 hours. That's where that's like where the good stuff is, right? Because you have the camera work, you have you just have the music, and you just have the character developments, and then you have the story. But then, as it's leading to the crescendo towards the end of the film, you're like, all right, I got everything in 2 hours. And I'd say, for example, for me, Goodfellas, if you're watching on DVD, you have side A and side B. All right. I love side A. I just love when it starts out, like that first half. And then towards the end, I'm like, all right, because I just don't feel that there's any more excitement. And then the same thing with The Irishman. I find for me, it's
I fucking loved it. I loved every minute.
It was a good film. That was a good movie.
Yeah, I saw it 5 times. I want to buy it.
I saw it in theaters actually.
But I had a hard time to take it seriously, because like when you had like Robert De Niro's trying to look younger, kicking somebody's ass, he just like the way he moved, he just looked like a fucking 90 years old beating up a younger guy. He can barely fold his fucking legs. That was ridiculous.
But no, but what I'm saying is that for me, like when I saw it for the first time, I saw The Irishman, and it literally almost brought me to tears because it paid homage to Goodfellas, Casino, and the other mob movies that he's done. I'm like finally a good mob movie, But then towards the end, I'm like, all right, okay, you reach its core, and that's where it ended for me. But first, like, after he kills off Sebastian Maniscalco, I'm like, all right, okay, it's starting to die down, which, his character story, it was a depressing thing to watch, But apart from that,
I think he was going
the last scene, the last scene of that film, I'll never forget it. Like I said, I watched it. I was lucky enough to see it in the theater, and no breaks, nothing. You watch it straight. You watch the 4-hour movie. You watch it straight, and that last scene like haunted me for a long time. And now that you brought it up, it's gonna haunt me for longer. You see, because I forgot about it for a while.
No, so, it was it was really beautiful. And then I'm just there. I'm like, wow, like it's a shame that this movie was not in theaters. It went directly. It's a shame, because if you look at movies today, well, besides Dune, right? It's like everyone's going in for these Marvel like 2.5 hours explosions and
how I feel about that.
Yeah. So for example, like I saw Eternals. So my friends wanted to go see the Eternals.
Saw Eternals?
Yeah, and I'm like it was okay. I'm like
it's fucking almost 3 hours. Fucking kill me.
Yeah, it was 2 hours and 38 minutes, and then there's two things that honestly, look, the characters were good. Yeah, I'm just there. I'm like, my friend's like, oh, that was really good. I'm like, what was the whole point of this now? All right, and then their logic defies everything that all the other like Avengers and stuff were were defined, like, oh, we cannot intervene unless there's like these CGI shitty monsters that are attacking.
I'm more concerned the fact that Chloe Zhao directed that movie, that was like an indie filmmaker. Who just literally won the Oscar for Best Director for directing Nomadland, which was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, how are you directing a Marvel film that's like $200 million?
The cash that he can finance is a passion project. I'm pretty sure that's the same thing that Spielberg used to do. He's told that pretty much himself. Like he would do like big public movies, make the money, and then finance his passion movies.
That's the thing, right? Yeah, that's the thing. Like people were telling me, if you're an actor, you have to make a comic book movie if you want to survive. I'm like, I'm like, all right.
Go on, Peter. Sorry.
No, I just feel like Claudio is gonna break. He's like, my favorite mob movie is like the Cider House Rules and shit, and he just starts freaking out.
The Cider House Rules, Michael Caine.
Oh yeah.
Charlize Theron. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have another really East End question for both of you guys. Which one is your favorite? Which one is your favorite De Niro movie that is not Godfather 2?
Is it Heat? Is he in Heat?
He's in Heat. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
That shootout scene. Yeah.
Yes.
My answer is kind of obvious, and I'm super biased.
Give me a second. Let me go look at his filmography here.
Yeah, sure.
Now, you gotta do like it's for me. I really love Midnight Run. All right.
Okay.
But that's like a comedy, and because it's funny to see him in a movie like that. But also, I really love Raging Bull. So
Raging Bull's a good one. The one he did with Dustin Hoffman and Scorsese. King of Comedy. That was.
King of Comedy is fantastic.
Yeah, that's another good one. Heat. That's a classic.
Once Upon a Time in America.
That's my favorite one, but I'm super biased on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great Sergio Leone movie, and just really good masterpiece.
Yeah. It was also partially filmed in Montreal.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the scene where Jennifer Connelly, she's getting younger self, she's getting naked, and you see him, and you see him peeping through a hole. That hotel that hotel was a hotel in the Maisonneuve. It's not there anymore, but it was filmed in Montreal.
Claudio, how often did you fucking pause this scene so you
No,
can
no,
notice
no,
that?
No, but honestly, Jennifer Connelly, one of those actors that she just never ages. She looks so beautiful.
Yeah, exactly.
She's a vampire, that's why.
yeah.
She's like Kate Beckinsale or Megan Fox. Jesus Christ.
That there was a shootout scene after the diamond heist when they went underneath the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
That was here in Montreal.
That was Jacques Cartier.
Right. Yeah, and then there was another one where you see the kids playing.
The one with the feathers?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the kids, when the kids are playing, and then the cops come, they come in to brutally beat a few kids.
Oh,
that was shot in Montreal. Actually, that moment, that moment, that was after the film was done. That's when because there were a few houses in that area, and then they torn it down. That was even before. Yeah, no, there was a hotel that was there, but then they torn down a few houses to just make buildings that we see today.
To make super
around.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about Super Sex burning down?
What? It burns down? What happened?
Where have you been?
Yeah.
It made like the front page of the fucking Journal de Montréal.
Well,
maybe she doesn't read the Journal de Montréal, which is good for her, by the way.
Yeah,
I cannot blame anything for not reading that.
No, she doesn't work there. That's why.
Super Sex. You know what happened? Okay, you know what happened is people are like, oh yeah, there's no more Super Sex, and then they just burned down the fucking thing.
Oh.
So
I thought maybe the ladies were too hot and it burned down.
It closed down like years ago. There's no
That's
one
how it
working
works.
there.
No way.
Oh my God, Victoria, we passed by there most of the time. Like, no Super Sex. Is it closed? I'm like, yeah, Victoria, it's closed. It's been closed.
The only memory I have of Super Sex is the fact that it was attached to this movie house called The Palace when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It was a $2 movie house.
I remember that.
Wow.
My mom used to take me there all the time, and I used to just always try to avoid any eye contact with the ladies on the billboard because their tits were out. So I was like, don't look at me, Super Sex ladies. And I'll go watch a movie. Most probably a rom-com, but yeah.
For the people listening that are not in Montreal, there's like a lot of advertisement for strippers around downtown, and it's just you walk around and it's just like tits and like ass everywhere, and it's like they're giant. They're not like life size. They're like 6 feet tall ladies, when you're walking around downtown as a kid, it's like you're trying not to look because your parents are with you or whatever, and you're like, okay, I can't see.
And if a strip club's having a dead night, the guys tell the girls to get on the streets, so they have to go on the streets and get customers inside. So you see,
this like that. That's
a pretty gray area of prostitution.
You know,
really close. They do it in New Orleans.
Really close.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
No,
you need to do good explaining if a cops come across and see a strippers. Hey, come to a quieter place.
Come to Super Sex. It's burned, but come anyway.
Yeah, come anyway. It's all good. Yeah.
Oh man.
You get pussy fire, man. Pussy's fire, man.
No. There's a strip club called Downtown Montreal, which is not too far from where I work.
Oh
and and then the guy's always outside goes, hey, what did I come see tits? I'm like, man, you sir.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm like, this guy is great at marketing, man. He's just standing outside. Hey, want to see tits?
I think there's more.
Sorry, I'm a butt guy.
You had like the massage parlor guys too. They're on the side too.
Yeah. That's the. Oh no. Those are good. Hey, we have Olga here. She goes, I was in St.Leonard for the show Pantalis.
Oh, what's up?
Yeah, Gianni's a cutie. Hey, Gianni.
I'm such a. Don't tell me that my ego will go through the fucking roof.
Oh,
Gianni.
Let it go, Gianni.
Come on, Gianni. You know.
I never bring girls to my shows because there's something about me on stage. It's so magnetic.
Shit.
And then I talk about my penis for an hour.
Oh man, see, girls already.
Victoria's like, fuck. This is another fucking fuck boy.
Come on, man. Peter's been telling me when.
What was I telling you about? Telling you about what?
About Gianni, you know, how it was
about his penis. Why would I talk to you about
No, not about his penis.
Moment, Peter.
Peter.
I don't think that was Peter you were talking to.
Well, it was a black guy, and he was on Gianni's show.
So it has to be Peter.
Wow.
That's racist. There's Reginald. There's Jean-Michel Elie. There's so many people.
Yeah, but you know, right now,
Erica Suarez. You know.
By the way,
It's Erica Suarez. You thought it was Peter.
By the way, Reginald did a very like Reginald. He hosted Bad Boys du Rire, and it was my first time on. He's man, that guy's fantastic.
One of my good
first time I met
friends.
him. Yeah,
one of my good friends, super dude. Just used to be my boss. Actually, it's just fucking hilarious now.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking. Isn't that interesting? Now your buddies. Oh, it could happen.
Now I pay him to do comedy. It's weird.
It's like, yo, Johnny, you're gonna pay me $50, but you only paid me $45. Listen,
that's all I got, man. Here's a fucking drink.
Listen, hire me again, and maybe with my money, I could pay you properly next time.
Yeah.
Oh man, goddamn. But this is me a dumb question, Giant. So when Reginald does your shows, does he do them in English or French?
I thought you were gonna be like, how much do you pay these comedians?
Great question.
Hold on. So
I was afraid for this one too.
So how much you pay?
No, he for the most part, I bill him as a French act, but he'll throw in. He might do a bilingual set because he likes to throw in some English here and there.
Okay.
Yeah, but he'll do either one. And it's funny, some people that I book for because I like to book usually 2 or 3 French acts. And they'll always like message me like, do you want it in English? And I'm like, no, I've seen you in French. I want you to do your French stuff. You know what I mean? Like I know you're hilarious. But then the night up, they're like, do you mind if I throw in some Anglo in there? I'm like, no, I don't mind. Like do what you gotta do. If you want to test some stuff. The Southside show, the STL show is a lab night, so I mean, come test your shit and see if it makes it, you know.
Yeah, because what I did at the Sexy George's room is like, all right, I'm gonna do it in French, but George goes, no, I seen you in English, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna do it in French. Yeah. But then I messed up 2 French words and I had a blank.
A fucking brain fart.
Yeah, I'm like but people were laughing. I'm like tabarnak, and then someone say, hey, tu peux faire ça, you could do it, and I'm like, man, just don't say the words tu peux faire ça, man.
Tu peux faire ça, man. Ça va bien aller.
He's so funny. Claudio is so funny in French because he struggles so much, but he keeps going anyways, and people are rooting for him. You know.
First of all, Sexy George is a super fucking guy. Yes. He's so funny. He's so nice. But the thing, I'm sure Claudio is funny in French, because of the accent and the whole St.Leonard thing. But the other thing is, have you ever seen David Pride do comedy in French?
Never seen that.
Fucking hilarious. Yeah. He translate his English material to French, and it's just so good. I used to do this show with Emile Corey called the Sacré Jeudi, and him and I love David so much, so we would have him on, but we wanted to do it in French, and he would come and do it in French. This guy used to take the fucking bus to from NDG to a Hanse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just to grab a beer and do it's so funny. Like if ever you get a chance, you have to see him do French comedy book him to do French comedy.
We saw a comic, Maxime Martin.
Yeah.
And then he was doing it in English, and then what hit me goes, oh my tabarnak, I'm trying. That was just him getting frustrated. I'm like, that is gold.
Yeah, and then I mean, even Sylvain Larocque also does the best.
But Maxime Martin, he started in English, by the way.
Yeah.
He started out as an Anglo comedian, and then his things start popping off in French. So
yeah. Well, does he do radio or?
I think he does. Yeah, and he has a series with his daughter.
Oh yes,
really?
Yes, I'm thinking about him.
Yeah. Max and Livia or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, no.
Yeah, I see him at Dennis, by the way. He's really good in English. I never seen him in English. I always saw him in French.
Yeah, but going back to Sylvain Larocque, I'm like, man, this guy, it was him and Mike Patterson. I'm like, man.
Yeah, Mike Patterson's another one.
Yeah, I find Mike Patterson because obviously we've been observing comics and how we could improve ourselves and all. But I'm like, for me, what I like about whenever I see Mike Patterson, I find he's a character comedian. You know?
Yeah, no, because he's just it's his face, dude.
Yeah,
it's his face. So just a bonjour à tout le monde. Je suis Michael.
And the way he say "baby" in French is so fucking hilarious. Baby? Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't say "baby." He say "boy." Like it's fucking to me, it's fucking hilarious.
Like once, like I saw him doing a set at this guy's show, and he was talking about, moi j'allais le goût de ça pour regarder le Wolverine, tabarnak. Just him describing, I'm like, this is fucking comedy.
Es-tu déjà allé à Dick's 30? Dick's 30, le shopping, Dick's 30.
Es-tu allé le Dick's 30? Le shopping, Dick's 30. I'm like, but for so which leads into my next question, Gianni.
There's more fucking questions. I'm joking. Yeah,
bro.
We have 2 hours more of this stuff.
Oh, okay,
2 hours more.
3 hours.
What?
3 hours.
Oh, man.
Cheater, you better shut up those kidnap victims. Just shut them up. I hear
Fuck, man. I just stopped feeding him. I stopped feeding.
Oh yeah.
Top 5 guys, so everyone here, like I know Joey and Victoria, Peter, but even people in the chat as well. Like,
we do this now. Top 5.
I didn't know about it. Honestly, I thought that was yeah.
I feel like we're being kidnapped.
Production meetings. That's what they're being used for, eh?
Exactly. No, but seriously, like, what are your like everyone here? Like, what are your top 5 comedians? Good and bad.
Good and bad.
They could be local.
Like top 5 that I hate.
No, top 5 that you like. I was just joking.
But why did you say good and bad?
Because
I don't like. I just don't like.
Oh, okay.
No, just fuck with Claudio. I'm gonna say Claudio, but I'm not gonna say which one.
You son of a bitch.
Yes.
You stole my answer. No.
Number one, yeah.
Look, I don't have. I'm gonna give you a 5 in no particular order. All right. Is that cool?
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
No one answered. Everyone was just silent for a second. So.
Yeah, we'll try.
Well, this stems from like my childhood, so like things I just grew up watching, And I'll
don't forget local, huh?
Yeah, well, there's no locals, honestly.
What? No
Actually, there is a local.
Shut the fuck up. Sorry.
There is a local. Wait, who's shutting the fuck up? Me?
No, me.
Claudio.
No.
Fucking Claudio, shut up.
Yeah, he's just fucking top 5, dude.
Michael Bay lover, fuck.
Yeah. Go watch Bad Boys 2 yet.
Go watch fucking The Island.
You know what? I'm gonna watch Bad Boys 3, you guys. All right, you pieces of shits.
Okay, so in no particular order, Chris Rock, Norm Macdonald,
All right.
Chappelle,
Nice.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh, that's on my list for sure. Yeah.
And literally, no one ever talks about him, but they should. Jim Norton.
Jim Norton.
I never
he's
watched.
really good.
I didn't really watch it.
Jim Norton is a fucking genius. He is so disgusting and so funny. And I got to do some special shout outs. Lucille Ball from I Love Lucy. Literally, I remember watching her as a kid, and I was just so fucking, what's this woman doing? I love Gary Shandling as well, and Andy Kaufman.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking love that guy.
Yeah.
Fucking Andy.
I like the way.
If no one's ever seen Man on the Moon with Jim Carrey, fucking go do that right now. It's fucking amazing.
That was a good
And
one.
then watch real stuff because real
and
stuff
watch
is
his real
even
shit,
fun.
yeah. But it's so identical. Like it's like the shit that Jim Carrey does in that movie to prepare for that role is like crazy. Crazy.
Yeah. It was no, I saw it. I saw it for the first time during the pandemic. I'm like, what the fuck?
And then there's the Netflix documentary about how Jim Carrey got into character.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Is that good?
The doc?
No, yeah, the doc, yeah.
Yeah, it's really interesting because Jim Carrey is just fucked.
Yeah.
He's so unwell.
Yeah, no, Jimmy.
2 years, I was a fucking asshole on the set.
But
literally.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah.
Like I think it's like when I saw him in The Majestic, I was like, I can't take this. I can't take a serious Jim Carrey role. Like, what is this, man? Like,
but
like
you know,
that
the
Frank
interesting
Darabont
thing
is a
is
good
he went to fucking Andy parents and say, "Hey, I'm Andy. You're fucking the head. Don't do that. You're
Did
fucking."
that?
Yeah, he
No.
was
nut
super method. Yeah, he was super method.
Yeah, no, he was. I don't call it method at this point. I called it fucking asshole.
That's you can't do that.
No, I mean, fuck off, man.
What is he
actors don't do
possessed
that.
by the spirit of Andy?
Yeah.
Like he's not. He still has his functioning brain. Don't do that. Yeah.
Well, functioning, it's quite relative, my dear.
Yeah, apparently.
I have a Jim Carrey story if you'd like to hear it.
Oh
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
please.
Please go ahead.
So I attend Just for Laughs as a journalist for a few years now, and I've interviewed quite a number of people. And one of the shows I got to go to was Bumping Mike's, the Jeff Ross and David Tell. All right.
Oh, that's great.
So I think they were like launching it here in Montreal. So I go with my friend to the show. It's a midnight show. That's what Jeff Ross does. It's a midnight show. I'm standing in line at Astral. Everyone is on their phone, and I'm on my phone as well. But I caught like a glimpse of something that was like out of worldly, I guess you could say. So I put my head up from my phone, and it's fucking Jim Carrey. Okay, just walking by me in a leather jacket, jeans, and like boots. He had the long hair at the time. Okay, him and like a few people, security walking right by. I nudge my friend. I'm like, dude, that's fucking Jim Carrey. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
No one noticed that he walked in the room. Okay, only me and my friend. Now we scan our tickets, and the guy seats us to a seat on the floor. But I see Jim going upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, no. I'm like, do you mind if we sit upstairs? I'm like, we don't like being heckled, blah, blah. He sees I have a JFL pass. He's like, okay, yeah, go upstairs. My friend and I sat at a table next to Jim Carrey. We could not say anything because we were so in awe of who. This is like a childhood hero, right?
Yeah.
Fucking The Mask, Liar, Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's us, our table, an empty table, and his table with fucking security, like 2 security guards around him. Out of nowhere, comedy hero of mine, Judd Apatow, comes upstairs. Out of nowhere. I'm just like, what is happening? Fucking Michael Che from SNL.
Oh, shit.
Sitting there. I'm just like, what the fuck is going? Are we allowed to be here? Like, what is going? Why has no one kicked us? Because we literally didn't say anything to anyone. Like,
yeah, that's how you do it.
We sat the whole show. I don't even think I watched Jeff Ross. I was just looking at Jim Carrey, like, is he gonna laugh at this joke? Like, it's so fucking weird. And then like Jeff Ross called him out at one point, saying that we heard Jim Carrey's at the audience. People lost their fucking mind, and he did not like that at all.
Oh, shit.
Like that he mentioned him, that he was there, and like he did the most Jim Carrey thing ever, where there was a spotlight right underneath him. And Jeff Ross is like, oh, Jim, do you want to come down? And he went up, like, stuck his head over the balcony to the spotlight and was like, not really! And he just went back and sat down. It was the most Jim Carrey thing I've ever seen. I have a photo of it of him, like it's super blurry because I was just like shaking the whole time. Like, oh my god, Jim Carrey.
I'm imagining like the Ace Ventura face being like, not really, with the cartoonish face. Exactly that, eh?
Exactly that with the long. He's just fucking like, like it's so fucking weird.
Can anyone take him seriously when he's mad and screaming? You know what I mean?
I think the issue here is that he's just I don't know if you've seen interviews with him. He's a super fucking weird guy. Weird guy.
Yeah.
That's true.
Actually, oh no, go ahead, Peter.
No, I was gonna say spiritual. Whatever, yeah.
Like, actually,
you can't be that funny all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But speaking of weird guys, I was on a film set and I was an extra in a Joaquin Phoenix movie. Man,
recently?
Recently.
From the Ari Aster one?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, but seeing Joaquin going from this like, hey, how are you, to I gotta learn my line. Like he was just talking to himself the entire time, and I'm like
he's
it goes,
a weird guy.
Yeah, but then he's social. Because I extras and film, really a lot of talk, whatever. But I'm seeing him work, and just him doing a scene is fantastic. Like this is great. But seeing him prepare for a role, I'm like, wow. And he's like really in the corner. He goes, all right, guys, I'm ready. I'm like, Jesus fucking.
Without saying too much, Claudio, yes. I'm a huge fan of Ari Aster's work.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know who Ari Aster is, he directed Hereditary and Midsommar. All right.
Oh, okay.
How fucked up is this new movie gonna be?
Yeah.
How fucked up is this movie gonna be? I mean, I can't tell you much because it was just.
No, I don't want to know. I just want to know.
No, just the levels. The levels.
From what you've seen.
I didn't see any of the fuck ups. I didn't see it. So, but
fuck ups or the thing fucked up.
You were there just for the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, I was just there for like one scene. So
I can't. The guy blowing his nose. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I really cannot tell you how fucked up. But I assume it's gonna be fucked up.
Are they still shooting?
I'm sorry.
Are they still shooting?
No, they're done.
Okay.
They're done.
Yeah.
I mean, they're done as far as I know, because here in Montreal, when you're on film set, they change the titles. Like,
Yeah, no, I know that. I know. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, like as far as I know, like they're done. Just like
Cool.
the new Transformers movie.
Who gives a shit?
I had no idea.
No, that's
what
Michael
it's named.
Bay. He's
No,
Bay.
it's
Michael
not
Bay.
him.
Nobody cares.
No,
Yeah.
but
Is
no,
Megan
Those are dumb movies.
Boxing in. Like, I don't care.
no. I played in there. I mean, I was.
Yeah, we don't care. We don't
You
care.
were in Transformers?
We don't
Did you
care.
get blown up?
I-
Fuck.
We don't care.
No. So all I could say is that I filmed my scene, but they didn't really tell me for what it was for. I just had to go there in a green suit and like, all right.
No.
How fucked up
You
was it?
pulled a Tom Holland.
Okay, but can you tell me how fucked up it was, Claudio? Like
You
the
see,
Transformers?
I can't tell you how fucked up it is.
No,
because,
like that they made another Transformer. That's
Oh,
all.
they did. But you know what? Like, fuck. Okay. Okay.
Just be the ass. I don't know.
No,
Who
because
dies at
you're all
the
gonna
end?
roast me. Because
Oh yeah, for sure.
It really encapsulates the magic of Michael Bay.
Yeah, I know.
Ish,
No matter what he does, we're still roasting him.
ish,
Yeah.
ish. It really
Is
does.
that the one? Is Mark Wahlberg in this one, or is it?
No.
Anthony Ramos?
It's a reboot.
Oh, so it's a.
It's
it's
a
a fucking
reboot?
With the same director?
No,
No,
Michael
different
Bay.
director.
No, Michael Bay is not directing or producing.
He's
As
not?
if we needed a. It came out like fucking 12
Yeah.
years ago. As if we need a fucking reboot.
I know. And
No,
it's
we
set
don't
in
Telling
the
do that,
you,
you
our
90s.
guys.
generation,
That's
our
what I did. We're
generation,
gonna reboot
movie-wise, we're
Transformers.
gonna be the most creatively
Yeah.
bankrupt ever.
Yeah.
Like
Hopefully,
nothing
you're
new
right.
we're making now.
Yeah, you're right.
Nothing new.
Joy, you're right. But I will say this: working on it was the most fun I ever had since Mafia Inc.
Here we go.
Oh,
Yeah.
And my
Yeah.
opinion was good at least.
Yeah, Mafia Inc. was good.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it for what it was, but then Transformers, I'm like, all right, explosions and like, all right.
Yeah, no, now it's gonna be like the age of like now I think they came out with the Wheel of Time on Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon Prime. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, now it's gonna be like the novel. Like novels are gonna start taking over novels and video games.
Kind of like when fucking
That's-
Twilight was a thing and all that.
No, yeah, I
Yeah.
remember. Yo, I went
The
to go
Wheel
see
of Time,
that.
the source material apparently is really, really good though. Like I know a bunch
Yeah.
of people that are into Eric fantasy and that kind of book,
Yeah.
and they really loved it. So
Yeah.
Wasn't it like Brandon Sanderson that finished that book series or something like that? Because I think the guy died or something like that.
yeah, I don't know. Like I only know that that it's a book series that is really popular amongst people that love fantasy novels.
Oh, well.
But that, as far as I know, I'm not into this shit.
Okay.
The
Okay.
Wheel of Time?
The Wheel.
Yeah.
of
Time, yeah.
Yeah.
On Amazon. It comes out this month, right? I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. I think
And I'm
so.
planning to do something also on Lord of the Ring, but not
Yeah.
during the third age like the movies, but in the second age.
Yeah.
And Howard Shore is still gonna be composing the music, which
Oh, that's
yeah,
gonna be good.
which at least on the musical side, that's gonna be very, very, very good. But I'm kind of skeptic.
But you know
I
what I
don't
mean?
know,
We're in
man.
an age now where like I've been speaking about this with people for a long time who are
Yes.
in the business. And TV is stronger than film.
Absolutely,
There's
absolutely.
rarely like I don't have
Yeah.
much of an attention span when it comes to watching TV shows. I'll watch movies more than anything, but
Yeah,
but a lot of people that watch, let's say like The Witcher or things like that,
Dude.
they say it's
Ew.
fucking
What?
incredible.
It was so good.
It's
It was
incredible. You
alright.
know what I mean?
I'll fight you.
you
Oh,
see,
She's gonna
You-
fucking
we can
fight
fight?
you.
Well,
yeah,
you can fight, man.
just throw a chicken in her face.
Little
She should-
fist.
You don't like Henry
No,
Cavill?
It's
I
me
don't
and
like
you.
it.
It's like Rihanna all over again.
Yeah.
Rihanna Brown.
But here's the thing. Actually, Johnny, you brought that up because we had a guest here, Brittany Drisdale.
Oh, yeah, Brittany, yeah.
And she was on Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan, and then she, because I was having a conversation with her before we all went live, and she was saying it. She goes, I never thought I would actually say this, but I'm actually happy. I'm working on TV shows.
Okay, she was on the John Krasinski.
Yeah, she was on the
Okay.
ground. John Travolta. Actually, it's funny because I saw Bad Blood. After Bad Blood, I messaged her, "Hey, want to be on Dirty 4?" I was gonna say like, "Hey, she was on Bad Blood. You can see her in this episode." And then I saw the scene where she was just, her character was snorting cocaine. I'm like, I'm not gonna bring that up. I'm not gonna
Sick.
because
She's
because
super
I,
And I actually believed
Yeah.
it when I seen it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then yeah, no, she's super serious. She was talking about like how like she should never she would never imagine working on TV shows. Same thing with
Yeah.
Dominic DeRosa, right? He was telling me
Yeah.
not too long ago. He goes, like he was on an episode. He was in a few episodes on Bark Skins, and a few other. Then he was in the that French series, Fates d'Hiver. You know, he was in there, and then he was in Big Wolf on Campus when he was younger. You know, he would never imagine that saying, you know, TV is actually, you know, better than movies. I'm like, you know, that's true.
Like I remember when I heard people from the industry talking about TV, that was kind of where you go when your career wasn't going well.
Yeah.
But now it's the opposite. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Like, yeah.
Like, and I keep telling people, you know, for Nicolas Cage, if he did a TV show, it would have saved his career.
Yeah,
but you know what's weird about Nick Cage?
He could still save his career.
Yeah.
You know what's fucking weird about Nick Cage is that I don't hate him as an actor. I have friends that fucking despise him. But
that's weird. Though.
For me, it's just like the guy makes B movies, but he still gets praised as an actor.
Yeah.
Like I didn't watch Pig, but I really want to watch Pig.
Oh yeah,
it's like the John Wick of pigs.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's great.
Honestly,
but I want to watch it. Like I watched
great.
Willy's Wonderland. The guy doesn't say a fucking word in the whole movie, but it's just him. He's so good. Like he's so fucking weird.
Yeah,
he's so weird.
I can see him like in dark comedy. Like
watch it.
Yeah.
It could be like the Jim Carrey of dark comedy, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, the Weatherman, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of what that was.
Yeah.
Weatherman was good. See, I like that.
Weatherman.
You know what kind of role I'd like to see him play? The fucking Joker. Why nobody ever thought about it? Like Nicolas Cage as Joker would be amazing.
The Joker or the Riddler, even.
I'll say the Riddler.
I'll
say the Riddler.
He has more of the physique of the Joker.
That's true.
Riddler, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Riddler, like, you know, they need to if they're gonna.
But Jim Carrey was a great Riddler for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I want to hear like Nicolas Cage do like riddles in his ways. Like,
yeah, he's too over the top for that though. Like I always imagine the Riddler being like, because we imagine him like that because of Jim Carrey, obviously. But in the comics, I always imagine him like being calm and calculated and things. But like Nicolas Cage, I think he will capture more the chaotic aspect of the Joker.
Yeah.
I
don't think anyone's gonna top. I don't think anyone's gonna top Ledger. That's why I'm like, oh my god.
Because of that,
so I'm just like, I'll leave that alone. Just let the Riddler get his shine.
You know, the last one was good.
For me, Jared Leto, when he did the.
What are you gonna say?
No. When he did,
what are you gonna fucking say? You're gonna say Michael Bay's a great fucking filmmaker, and you're gonna follow it up with Jared Leto.
And then Jared Leto's the best Joker.
Let's Michael Bay to a Batman.
No. What I was gonna say, Joker, and
you're falling apart, Claudio.
No, Joker and Snyder Cut, right? That scene with the Nightmare when he was talking to Batman.
Yeah, that was good.
I'm like, all right, this is too bad they couldn't show this in theaters because everyone's about Marvel these days. But that was good. Like I don't like Leto in Suicide Squad.
But Suicide Squad was a bad movie.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
The new one is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, the new one's.
I heard.
Really
I did
good.
see that. Yeah,
the new one's really. I enjoyed. Yeah, I enjoyed it, but I want to see how.
Watch the first one to enjoy.
No, it has no. It's really fucking
nothing.
Zero.
Yeah. Okay. They make fun. They actually the opening. They make fun of the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and then
that's what he should do.
Yeah, I want to see Leto as Morbius though. That's gonna be.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
Garbage, but it's.
Jared Leto's another fucking actor that's just so weird.
Yeah,
but he's so good.
Yeah.
Like I saw him before. I saw him live with 30 Seconds to Mars. I'm just like, you're an actor that won an Oscar. You know what I mean? I'm like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, exactly.
Why am I in this room?
Like I remember I heard a story, I think, for that Suicide Squad movie where I think he gave like dead rats to all the actors.
He was like, so he's fucking method as shit. Like he's so method. Wow. Yeah, he's like when like George Clooney like pranks people on set and shit.
Oh, guys, I'm thinking about it. Who would have been a good Riddler in his young time? Fucking Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, he was.
He would have been fucking amazing.
He was in Westworld.
Yeah, the first 2 seasons. Yeah, but I actually what? That's a good idea, Joey. But every time I think about Anthony Hopkins, not only do I think about him as Hannibal, but I think about him in The Right when he played that possessed priest.
Oh yeah,
and there's this. It's
like most of us. Yeah, like most of us have never seen it because it was a flop.
Yeah, it was a flop. It was a flop, but it was very underrated. I enjoyed it.
Underrated garbage. Claudio, why do you keep bringing up these bad movies?
There's Anthony.
Maybe Claudio's a genius and he sees stuff we don't see. You know?
No, guys, The Right is really. I saw it in theaters. It was actually really good. But anyways, so there's a scene where it's a possession film, right? So people have to try and get the spirit out of Hopkins, right? But then the way Hopkins is just being acting like Satan, it was great. It was just saying stuff like I'm gonna basically saying mean stuff, and you're like, holy shit, this is actually really good. And then there's a scene where his hand was shaking and he sees an 8-year-old girl and she says in Italian, "Can you bless this doll?" And he just slaps the living shit out of her. That was
like a great fucking movie.
You know what? It is. All right. Fuck, no one's gonna bring me up as Michael Bay lover. God damn it.
Yep.
Should have kept my mouth shut on that. Man. All right. Does anybody else have anything they want to add? Because we could
fuck Michael Bay. Fuck all of his fucking
Michael Bay.
Except The Rock.
Yeah. And Bad Boys 2. Bad Boys 2.
I want to see
Pearl Harbor.
In Bad Boys 2, that makes me laugh.
Yeah.
The other ones can go fuck themselves.
but if Michael Bay is down to do Pornhub freaking vids, I'm down.
Hey man,
that would be really good.
Yeah, explosions and tits. Oh fuck! You know what? I want to be in a Michael Bay movie.
Michael Bay and Bukaki
are gonna explode.
Actually, Peter does the best voice announcers.
There you go.
No, I can't do it now. I guess
this summer.
Come on. No, I can't do it. I can't do it now. This
Michael
summer.
Bay returns
with Mandingos and. It's pretty good. Like climbing the Mendigos all day.
Gianni and Peter return in a new Michael Bay porn movie.
Why are you making us in the porno film?
Because you two are the only ones here right now. All right, I'm sorry.
I guess because I got the good looks and Peter has the Mandingo.
Oh shit!
Fuck! I wasn't going that way.
Why you want us to fuck? Why you won't see us fuck? What's happening? Yeah. I don't want to see myself fuck.
Listen, Dirty.
That's
Four
always where his
Michael
mind
Bay,
goes.
Listen, Dirty Four and Gianni and a Michael Bay movie. Oh, that's gonna be fucking.
Listen,
disgusting.
I want you to change the poster behind you from Dunkirk to like One Night in Paris, and which is the Paris Hilton sex tape. I just want that there, or you could do the Kim Kardashian one, or you can go classic and go like Inside Deep Throat if you want. And just put that one on there.
Yeah,
or One Night in China. One Night in China.
One Night in China.
Yeah.
Hey, then there's Deep Throat 2, 3, 4.
Are you serious? How the fuck do you know that? That's so fucking weird.
Don't fucking. I'm like.
Who filmed that?
I have no
Michael Bay. Michael Bay.
Michael Bay.
No,
that's why he knows.
No,
there's literally a camera down her throat.
No, but honestly,
the first dick cam ever. That's great.
Yeah, they're actually they're actual porn movies. Like the second one was an inspiration from the first, and then
no kidding, fuck.
Then,
the second one was an inspiration from the first one. Well,
classic sequels. Just like the Human Centipede.
I love when a sequel is inspired from the
first one. Just like the Human Centipede.
Isn't it right? Star Wars 8?
Yeah. Guys, thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for being here,
man.
Yeah, no problem. Gianni, where can people find you? Then we'll get out of here.
I can't give my home address, but I will give
on the internet at least.
On the internet at least. Just follow me at Snob Media. That's where you can find all the show info. And Claudio is going to be on my show next week.
Oh wow!
So that'll be cool. Yeah, I know. Right now, I definitely want to fucking cancel everything. Claudio's just a fucking Michael Bay lover.
Oh,
but thank you guys for the invite. I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and that's been Gianni. And this Thursday we're going to be doing our Dirty 4 open mic. Then we've got some new plans coming up for that. So stay safe, everybody, and see you Thursday. Bye, everyone.
Yes.